I think so.
Regarding the last contract, if you saw, so the request from the council was to look at a shorter term for that contract.
Yes.
Right now, based off of the RFP for a 3-year contract, they're proposing a $100,000 contribution for entry-level beautification and landscaping. If we did a shorter contract, a 1-year contract, they would amortize that accordingly, and so they would only contribute $33,000, and then a mid-level period would be a 2-year contract for a $66,000 contribution. So it's a sliding scale based off of the length of the term and how much they'd be willing to contribute as sort of an additional cost, additional contribution as part of the length of their contract there.
Sorry, I have to be ignorant to that. I didn't read the email. You
okay.
said the
So as proposed
term?
in the RFP, the contract was a 3-year term with 2-year extensions.
Okay.
As part of that contract term, LAS proposed a $100,000 contribution to the beautification of our garages, right? If we went with a 1-year term with 2 1-year increases or options to renew, they would reduce that contribution to $33,000.
33.
Connor, just to be clear, the beautification had to do with landscaping, or was that like painting and?
More on the painting side, it's an open-ended contribution, and the city can determine how to utilize those dollars. And that's in addition to just the other capital improvements that the city regularly makes to our garage portfolios.
Well, have we identified any, like, things that need to be done kind of immediately?
Absolutely. So we're working pretty consistently with on a pretty consistent basis with CNS engineers. They're our contractor, our engineering contractor, who goes out, assesses the condition of the garage, and identifies priority infrastructure improvements for the portfolio. We're looking at all of our garages, but emphasizing some that are in more pressing need. Those are really large-scale capital investments of millions of dollars to replace or improve foundations or walls or things like that. The $100,000 is really more about making it more attractive on the entry level for our users.
Okay, because I'm just wondering, more or less, like, as far as landscaping, what does that look like? Are there, like, open areas, or is it all bricked? I don't know.
It depends for each garage. There's different ways to utilize those dollars. I think our preference would probably be on some of the, just upgrades to painting and lighting of the entryways, make it feel more welcoming to users, things of that nature. If there's any landscaping or other things that we would also be able to fit into that budget, we'd be happy to consider those as well.
Yeah, I mean, my only issue with it was that the original contract would lock them in for at least 9 years. Just given the fact that we just want to make sure that everything that we're getting a bang for our buck here. I'm not saying that they haven't been doing a good job, but just want to lock in with everything. But just, new administration coming up, and the terms with the contract, I just want to be fair to make sure that we all can agree to say we want to do it that way. So I guess by today we can talk about this before voting session.
Great. Thank you.
And number 17, if there's no other questions in regards to that, Madam President, I'm all set.
Thank you. Councilor Hogan.
Thank you, President Hudson. I have items 18 and 19 that will hold pending our meeting tomorrow.
All righty, Councilor Hogan and Councilor Gathers. Which one have you taken it?
Councilor Hogan can go ahead.
Yeah, I asked Councilor Gathers the agreement holding us. This will be 20 through 24. Once again, because we have a meeting tomorrow regarding SDC.
Okay, all the way down to 24. Okay. Councilor Matos for Councilor Williams.
Thank you, President Hudson. Councilor Williams has 25 through 29. We're going to hold 25. Councilor Hogan, you want to hold 26,
Right,
correct?
that's all part of the
Okay.
same package.
27, 8, and 9 are ready.
Thank you. Councilor Jones-Rouser.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 30 through 57. Item 30 was introduced and tabled. We'll continue to table that until we have,
Yeah, you saying that all kind of right.
okay.
You're gonna introduce it and table.
And we'll have a committee meeting on
Wait a
that.
second.
Remember we called on Friday?
Right, you're gonna have a committee meeting on this,
Yeah.
and so we're gonna hold this right here. We
Yes.
don't have the legislation.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which one we doing? 30.
30 is just hold it.
Okay.
yeah.
President Hudson, if we could go back to 18, I made a mistake here. 18 is ready. We've had 2 committee meetings on it already, so I can call it ready, unless there's any questions from my colleagues.
And then everything else is held, right?
What's it, President?
And then everything else is held.
Yeah, everything else I said is held. Yeah. 18
Ready?
18
Yeah.
is ready.
All righty. Sorry, Councilor Jones-Rouser.
Okay. Where was I? Item
30.
30 is being held, and item 37, 38, 39 is withdrawn. All other items are ready. I introduced, they're ready.
Councilors, Kayla Hubbard, Neighborhood Planner. We had items 38, 39, and 40 being withdrawn.
Is that not what I said? Oh, I'm
You
sorry,
said
yes.
37.
I'm sorry, not 37. 38, 39, 40. Wrong paper, sorry.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. So 38, 39, 40 are withdrawn. And the others are ready.
All righty. Counselor Monto.
Thank you, President Hudson. Item 58 is ready. Item 59, I will hold for a committee meeting.
All righty. Counselor Majok.
I think we already took care of that, so.
Okay.
Any questions? All right, thanks, Madam President.
Thank you. Counselor Williams, Hogan, Paniagua, and Montos. And Montos, you're taking.
Yep, this one is ready. 61.
Is that the same one that Pat asked to hold? Or no?
61 is an authorization to get an appraisal on the SDC project property.
Oh, that's one, this one here is what I placed on your desk. It's eligible for vote today. Okay, local law, it's just an easement, permanent easement.
All righty. Well, with that,
That's 61, right?
are we going into executive session? Or no?
That's saying that's a permit for easement.
Oh, the appraisal, yeah, right, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're going to adjourn for executive session.
All right, for item 60, Joe. Item 60, on the supplemental side.
Yes, to discuss.
Yes. All right.
Okay, need a motion?
So moved.
Second? Second. We adjourn to executive session.